guys! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Kaylee. In today's video, I'll be trying out some really exciting new makeup releases. Some of these products I absolutely loved and some I'm not so sure about. So if you guys want to see me trying out some of these products, keep on watching. But before we jump into this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I would love to have you here as part of my YouTube family. So hit that subscribe button and let's jump into the video. So of course, I've already prepped my skin using my sunscreen the same way I always do. I want to give these products a fair chance, so I'm not going to use any new primers or anything like that. So first, going in with foundation. The foundation I have here is from Urban Decay, their new face bond. This one's been out for quite a while. I just only got my hands on it just now, so I'm excited to try this. I've heard such good things. I played around with it at work, so from what I've seen so far, I do really like it. I have it in the shade number 5 Fair Neutral. So let's give it a try. I'm gonna give it a shake. Sometimes foundations tend to separate, so give it a little shake. I usually apply my foundations with my Real Technique sponge, so I've just wet my sponge. I'm gonna go in with that. Hopefully this color works. The neutrals looked a little bit yellow, so I'm hoping it's not too yellow. I'm just gonna start off with a little bit, because I don't know how well this product spreads. So, see how it definitely has a bit of a yellowish undertone, even though it is a neutral. I'm hoping it'll work. Blends really nicely. I think I did like the perfect amount as well. I did about like half a teaspoon. And so I'm gonna leave under my eyes. I don't usually put concealer. I mean, I usually don't put foundation, but I put concealer there. And I have a new concealer that I wanna try. So I'm gonna leave under eyes and my eyelids. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more just to see how well we can build up the coverage, especially on these areas here where I'm breaking out. I'm gonna see if that can cover it a little better. I think the color's not too bad though. Definitely has more of a yellow tone to it, but I do feel like that matches my skin pretty well. And then maybe a little more on my forehead. And I have some spots there as well. I don't usually do like a very full coverage foundation, but I feel like I'm gonna do something different today and do a little bit more of a kind of glam look, but not really. So built up that coverage. Has pretty good coverage. I definitely see what people mean when they say it kind of dries down. Not in a bad way though, it just kind of sets itself. Similar, I said before, similar to the Sephora Collection skin tint, how it just sets itself and you don't feel like you need to go on top with powder. I kind of get that same feeling with this. Hoping it doesn't end up being too dry on my skin. I have combination skin, so sometimes mattifying foundations work for me. Sometimes they end up being patchy and too dry, but we'll see how this one lasts throughout the day. I think I'm gonna leave that for the foundation and go in with concealer. So the concealer I have here is a new one from Tarte. Their creaseless creamy concealer. Excited to try this. I've heard pretty good things about it. And I really love the packaging for this as well. I think it's really cute. The rose gold and the pink. And I'm just gonna go under the eyes. It's definitely a bit lighter for me. If this is a concealer that I end up loving, I would get a darker shade as well. I usually do that with my concealers. Have 2 shades in my concealers. And you guys know how much I love the Tarte Shape Tape. That is my all-time favorite go-to concealer. So we'll see how this compares to that, because that's what I'm usually comparing my concealers to, is the Tarte Shape Tape. Concealers tend to crease on me a lot, especially like hydrating concealers. I find that more creamy matte concealers tend to last better on me, and they tend to crease less. So we will see. I think usually I wouldn't put a lighter concealer on spots, but I think just so I have more coverage, I'm gonna go on top of my spots here to see how it covers. Usually I would go in with a bit of a darker concealer for spots like that. I'm gonna blend that out with my Real Technique sponge again. I have a new powder here to try, but I'm like, I'll definitely use it under the eyes, but I feel like I don't know if the rest of the face is gonna need powder, especially with that foundation. Might end up being too dry, but we'll see. Blends pretty nicely. I like the texture of it. It's like not too like thin and hydrating, but also not too drying. That is what our base is looking like. I think it looks pretty good. The coverage is nice. The products might be a little drying for me. We'll see once I go in with my other cream product. So far, I don't hate it. Okay, then next, this one's not a new one. I've used this once before, but I figured since I haven't used it a whole lot, I would just add it in this video, but it's the LYS, this is a cream contour in, I think the shade is Courage. I have been loving LYS products lately and I love the packaging. I'm not gonna go in with too much because as you can see, it's quite a dark shade. This works really well when I'm fake tanned. So I'm not gonna do too much because I think I might look a little crazy. I think I'll just do about that much. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. And then I like to blend my contours with this e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush. I find that this product dries down pretty fast, so kind of have to blend as quick as possible. But I do really like the undertone of this product. I feel like it has a similar finish to my Rare Beauty one, which you guys know is my favorite contour stick. I'm actually just about out of that one, so maybe I can use this one as a little replacement in the meantime until I purchase a restock. Yeah, I really like the undertone of that. So it's definitely like darker for me, but I like that bronzy tanned look. And I like to get products that work for me when I am fake tanned and not fake tanned. Yeah, I really like the finish of that. I like that a lot. And then what I like to do after I go in with my contour, because I tend to go in with a bit too much, I'll just go in with my Real Technique sponge that I used and kind of blend that out and soften it a little bit so I don't look too crazy. I tend to go in with too much on my nose, so I always end up having to soften that a little bit. Okay, and then the last cream product I have is the Huda Beauty blush filter. I have it in the shade Cotton Candy. So excited to try this. I love the packaging for this. It's so cute and girly, but I'm just gonna go, I also love the color of this, like almost like a bubblegummy mauvey pink. I'm just gonna start off with a little bit. I don't know how pigmented this is. So I'm just gonna do like that for now. Oh, it also smells like bubblegum. Is that just me? Do they have a scent? Yeah, that smells really good. It's like bubblegum. Maybe it's meant to be like cotton candy or something, but that smells really good. I wonder if they all have a scent or like different scents. I think we'll do that for now. Start off with that. And then I've been enjoying blending out my liquid blushes with this fluffy, tapered sort of brush. I feel like it blends really nicely. Okay, so not too much pigment, not like the Rare Beauty ones where you go in with like one dot and that's like too much. It's not super pigmented, but I kind of like it, and I like the undertone of this as well. I wasn't sure if it would like turn out like cool on my skin. I mean, most pink blushes turn out a little bit more warm on my skin anyways, but I actually really like that. That's definitely a shade I would see myself wearing like on a daily basis. Really pretty. It's not like super glowy or anything like that. It has a bit of a glow to it. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more because I'm gonna powder and I feel like that might dull it down a little bit. So I'll do a little bit more. I don't love the applicator. I kind of wish it was a bit like fluffier. It's kind of like a pointy tip. I don't love that. But besides that, I'm really liking this product so far. Blends nicely. I kind of like that it's not too pigmented. It's like a very beginner friendly liquid blush because sometimes they can be a little intimidating for people. And then same as what I do with my contour, I'll just go back in with my Real Technique sponge and kind of soften that a little bit. Okay, then let's go in with powder. I think I'm just gonna put powder everywhere just to see how this works. It is meant to mattify and it's meant to smooth and blur. So just to kind of see if it actually does that, I'm gonna put it basically under my eyes and my T-zone chin area. Those are the places I usually have a little more texture, and I find that my makeup moves a little more. So I'm gonna put it there just to see how it sits. But I've been using this powder on, did I say what it is? No, I don't think I did. I have been saying the product names. I did not say this one though. This is the Benefit Professional setting powder. I've been using this on clients at work and I love it. Might be my new favorite setting powder to go for. It has the texture of setting powder that I really like. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna press that in. Ooh. Ooh, I really like that. Do you see how that's like smoothed my under eyes? Let's try the other side. Oh wow. I don't know if you guys can really tell the difference. I can. That really like smoothed out. Let's see if you can notice on my chin. I have a bit of texture there too. I feel like this is adding color to my skin as well. Like it doesn't seem to be coming off as translucent on me, but not like super noticeable, but I don't know, I can kind of tell under my eye it looks a little less like light than what it just did. But so far I really like how that looks. And just so I'm giving these products a fair chance, I'm going to do what I always do, which is at this stage I always go in with a setting spray. This is the Benefit Professional. I like doing that after I've used my setting powder just to like properly set the face. I just feel like for me, it tends to help my makeup last a little bit longer. So I always do that. Concealer is creasing a little bit under my eyes. So I don't know, it says it's creaseless, but I mean, I do have that with a lot of concealers. Like I said, they will crease, but like not terribly. And actually a little bit of my texture is showing right here. I don't know if you can see that. I get texture here. So if I don't prep the skin properly or if I'm using like too many products, it tends to get a bit patchy here. Okay, I'm gonna go in with, I think, powder bronzer. So from LYS, I have their powder bronzer. I have it in the shade Harmony. It's the medium shade. Super excited to try this. The reviews were really good on this one. So it's like this medium, kind of warm sort of shade. It's very similar shade to my Fenty Beauty one. So I feel like I'm gonna really like it. Just going in with a big fluffy brush like this. I like it. It's like the perfect shade for me for bronzer. Yeah, I really like that. And it looks really nice with the contour stick as well. Yeah, I like that. I barely even put any in. I feel like it has a really good amount of pigment. All right, then the next product that I'm also super excited for is from Fenty Beauty, their new powder blushes. I have it in Petal Poppin'. Yeah, Petal Poppin', yeah. This looks really pretty. It's like my perfect ideal pink shade. It's kind of like a warm pink like this, which I love. And then I'm gonna go in with just my angled brush. This is a Sephora Collection brush. I don't know how pigmented these are, so I'm not gonna start off with too much. That is pretty. I knew this would look nice with that House Labs blush. They have very similar undertones. This one did look a little bit brighter than what the other one, the House Labs one, no, Huda Beauty one did. But on the skin, it looks very similar. It's a really nice pop of color. I love that. I'm a fan. Good amount of pigment, not too much, easy to blend. It's not patchy or anything. I feel like my skin is looking patchy. And I don't know if it's the powder. I don't know if it's because the powder added a little bit of like color to my skin. I don't know if you guys can see it around my mouth, kind of looks very pale. And I don't know if that's because I didn't put any of the Benefit powder there. I don't know, interesting. I like that. I'm a fan of that blush. Okay, then I'm just gonna quickly do my eyebrows off camera. As always, I do not have a new eyebrow product. Maybe one day I will try a new one. I've actually been wanting to get the Anastasia Brow Wiz pen because I feel like it's gonna be similar to this one. And these, I go through the Benefit pens so fast, so I don't know, maybe I should try a different product, see if it lasts a little bit longer, but for now, I'm just sticking to my same old Benefit pencil. Okay, the eyebrows are done. I also just went ahead and put a pop of brown on my eyelids. I didn't have a new eyeshadow palette that I wanted to try. There honestly hasn't really been any new releases lately that have stood out to me, so I just went in with a little bit of brown. Just gonna keep the eyes simple today. I said I was gonna do more of a dramatic look, but I'm definitely not going to. This is very similar to my everyday look. I like finding new products that I can use for my everyday look rather than products that I'm gonna try once and then not use again. But next I have a new highlighter here. This is from Sephora Collection, their luminizer in the shade number 5, Iced Pearl. I've heard really good things about this and have been wanting to try it for a while, so we're gonna try it today. I'm just going in with one of my small fluffy brushes like this, and I'm just gonna apply that to the cheeks. Ooh. I like that it's like very natural. To the nose. That's like perfect for like an everyday highlight. And then I'm gonna put a little bit under my eyebrow bone. Okay, and then let's do some mascara. So I forgot I had a new mascara here. This is from Tilbury, their Exxagerize Volume Mascara. I believe I got this one in gratis, so I forgot I had it there to try. Just gonna curl my lashes first. I never used to really curl my lashes because I felt like my lashes were already kind of curled, but I feel like it still makes a huge difference. It just kind of lifts the eye a little bit, the eyelashes a little bit. And I feel like that makes such a difference. It almost makes them look a little bit longer. All right, we'll go in with this mascara. You guys know I'm very fussy with my mascaras. I do like the wand. I like that it has that little bend in it. I like mascaras that have that type of wand. But I don't like mascaras that smudge. So that's always the deal breaker for me. Okay, that's one layer. I think that looks really nice. It's like not clumpy. It lengthens the lashes. Yeah, that's pretty nice. The wand is very easy to use, easy for getting into like the smaller areas. Okay, that is one coat, so I'm gonna do another one. Okay, there's the mascara. So far I like it, but it lengthens my lashes really nicely and adds a good amount of volume, but I'll wear it throughout the day and see if there's any smudging or anything like that. So moving on to the lips, I have a lip liner I'm gonna go in with today. I received some PR from Wonderskin. They were kind enough to send me some of their lip products, some of their eye products. So this is their 360 contour lip liner in the shade Saddle. I have used this once before. I love it. It's like a perfect everyday shade. So I'm gonna go in with that today. And they're so, like, they feel so creamy and so like easy to work with. I don't know why I'm trying to talk while I'm doing my lips. Like they just glide on so easily. This looks very similar to my NYX everyday lip pencil that I use. Yeah, I think that's like perfect for an everyday shade. Little darker than I would usually go in with, especially like filling in the whole lips, but I think it still looks really nice. And then I'm gonna go in with another new product. This is from City Lips. They just released their sparkling cider shade, so I'm super excited. I got my hands on it. I do have a discount code with City Lips as well, so if you are interested in trying any of their products, that will be in my description box, as well as a link which you can shop from as well, which I do get a little bit of commission from, but it is there for you to shop with if you would like to use it. So I'm gonna go in with this straight on top. I love the shade of this. It's like a beautiful goldy rosy sort of shade. This is a plumping lip gloss as well. Like, look at that. It's like a metallic-y, glittery, pinky gold shade. I love it. It looks so pretty. Okay, then I'm just gonna finish off with some setting spray. Alrighty guys, there's the finished look. So far, there's a few products that I really like and some I'm not quite sure about yet. I love the blushes and the bronzers and the highlight, love them, but I'm not too sure about the foundation and concealer and powder. I'm definitely going to test those products out with different products, like maybe products that I do use on a daily basis. Just mix and match, try them out with different products to see what it is that I actually am not loving, because there's just something about my base that I'm not loving. Like there is a little bit of creasing under the eyes. That could be the powder, that could be the concealer. And then I had a little bit of separation around here as well. So definitely gonna play around with them a little more and see what's working and what's not working. So far, I like the mascara. We'll see how that lasts throughout the day. And then the lip products I love, I already knew I loved them. But that brings us to the end of this video. I'll make sure I put in my description box my ratings for all of these products. So if you're curious about my final thoughts on these products, definitely check out my description box. All my links and coupon codes will also be there for you guys as well. But as always, thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I appreciate all of you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.